Linda, Burt for arranging this.
And there's wine here, and she's wants a glass of wine. Come get some wine.
Right. I want to thank Eric Krebs for providing this space. I don't know if he's here tonight.
No, he wasn't.
And Janet for her fantastic presentation, and Michael and Neil, who seem to have left. I wanted to dedicate one of these poems to Neil, but that won't be possible, but maybe you'll hear it on the way out.
He'll hear it.
Okay. Actually, the first poem I'm going to read is connected up with Neil's poem, Broadway and 105th Street. The number of homeless people has escalated dramatically over the last 12 years during the Bloomberg administration, although he was a good mayor in some ways.
Last year. I think it was last year.
The homeless population, there are people, 50,000 people living in shelters, mostly women and children, but then even on the way here, you pass hulks in the alleyways and people sleeping in front of churches, and it's hard to tell whether they're people or not. So this poem is about this situation, and the first line actually comes from Jack London, who wrote a poem, wrote a prose piece in 1905, so times sometimes don't change too much. This is called "Oh Dear Soft People." Oh dear soft people, full of blood and meat. Can you imagine in your world of conceit, a world of no bread, a world of no heat, where you wander the gray of the street? A gray world where you have no airy bed, a gray world where you are alive and dead. None will notice, none will care. Imagine this world, if you dare. Imagine this world where the sun is jet, can never rise, can never set, where down is up is down, a world that wanders round and round, a world of sky always gray, where you lie in warrens, a sack of clay. People pass you on their way, where you can neither sing nor pray. Pray for light, pray for crumb, where there is none, there is none. This is a contemporary cautionary poem about the internet, about cyberspace, which is actually a pretty dangerous place. It has some great things about it, but there are great dangers. This is called Chat Room, and there's a connection here to Dante's Inferno. Chat Room. I entered the chat room on a dare. Digital digits lured me there. Etched above the room in digits clear, beware, beware, all ye who enter here can never return to there. I was entranced, the voice of a lure. She asked me to dance beyond the door. She asked me to dance beyond the law. She asked me if I could fly. She wove a web around the sky. I flew to realms beyond the earth, beyond my death, beyond my birth. She said she was a daughter of the muse. I thought, I cannot refuse. And now I drift in ether rare. Remember the warning, beware, beware. Entranced by her voice, the voice of flame, trying to remember my name, my name. I'll just read two more poems. One was written on Veterans Day, and I'm thinking of Janet and her poem. As George Carlin pointed out, after World War I, they called it shell shock. After World War II, it was battle fatigue, 4 syllables less threatening. Now it's called post-traumatic stress disorder, 8 syllables. It doesn't sound, it's kind of sanitized, doesn't sound that bad. This is, the name of this poem is I Am Anthony, Marine, back from Afghanistan. Mom, I will always be that Marine on that photo on the wall. But somewhere along the line, Mom, I lost it all. I dream of loading my rifle in the rain, Look down and see a needle in my vein. I wander, wander the Afghan plain, see a needle in my vein. I hear the train comes from nowhere, nowhere on the plain. I hear the train leaves for nowhere, nowhere in the rain. I saw Jesus, I heard Jesus, saw angels, angels in a grain. I'm looking for that grain, Mom, looking for that grain. Mom, I see a crucifix rising in the rain, its shadow growing black, black along the plain. I see Abel, east of Babylon, walking in the rain. I see Cain, lock and load in the mist above the plain. I see needles sharp as thumbtacks driven by the rain. I see shadows wandering, wandering the Afghan plain. I see Jesus staring, staring at a grain. He's singing an old song, but I can't remember the refrain. I'm your son, Mom, your son Anthony, still hanging on the wall. I tell you, Jesus, yes, Jesus is waiting in the hall. He's singing, yes, he's singing an old song in the hall. And I'm listening, Mom, still listening, hanging on the wall.